Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a Screenwriter's Rant on The Dark Stranger. It's a book about artists who kill themselves because of an evil demon of some kind of supernatural creature. Uh, so let's get into it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description, including the Pineys Book 7, The Paradox Pineys. I will be at the Collingswood Book Fair Saturday, tomorrow. So come on out if you're around. It'll be on Haddon Ave, I think it's called, the main strip there. And it's outside. It should be nice. And this is such a graphic movie. Anyhow, let's get into it. The basic premise is some sort of demonic force is causing artists to kill themselves. And so this is one of the people who dies. It says it's in Toronto, so I wonder if this is a Canadian movie. Anyhow, but there's some demonic entity lurks in the darkness that needs to get the artist to kill themselves. And he also grants some sort of powers if you bleed on the canvas. So this is a scene, and it's called The Dark Stranger. And this is a scene where, like, his demonic hand comes out of the graphic novel. So one of the reasons I'm covering it is, it's comic books, so sort of. So the first act would probably be, looks like her mother kills herself first, and she's an artist too, and she suffers from depression, so it's very sad and awful, and they're trying to figure out why, and then she sort of takes over for her mother, or she's in a bad way though, because she suffers from depression too. I think it tends to be hereditary. And so she's having problems dealing with her mother's death. Maybe she saw something. And then the second act is, she cuts herself, bleeds on the canvas, and gets some sort of result that's very positive. But really, it's, this demonic entity, encouraging her to cut herself and hurt herself. And then she, the Lance Hendrickson looking dude shows up, and is it Lance Hendrickson? I don't think that's him. Is it? I don't think it looks like him. So he shows up and says, it's this dark entity, and how can we stop it? And she's going to be the one to stop it. They make that pretty clear in the trailer. So, who is this dark entity? Is it him? I don't know, but it somehow all comes out in the artwork. Here he is burning the art. Here she is looking over the art. It looks like a very needlessly graphic movie. I tend not to like needlessly graphic movies. Seems to be low budget too. See, you can see this set here. It's just somebody's house. But I mean, that being said, it looks okay. It looks to be well produced, well acted. It's an okay premise. Kind of a depressing premise for me, though. I mean, you got characters who are depressed and they're killing themselves, and the ghost or demon or whatever he is making them do that. That's kind of depressing and bloody. So there are two elements that kind of turn me off of the movie. I know it's horror, but too much of that stuff makes me just go, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it anymore. Not these days. Things are so sort of depressing and horrible already. I'd rather see something happier. But that's just me. If you're a fan of horror, I think this would be good. If you like, here's a creepy scene where she's molding into her own pen. It looks like Lance, doesn't it? Doesn't he look like Lance Hendrickson? He also looks like the Dark Stranger that I think they're going after. And this guy here, he's a character actor. I've seen him in a million things too. Anyhow, will it be good? I think it'd be okay. I think it's a serviceable horror movie. I think it's going to be watchable from Moonstone. Solid entry, we'll say. When does it come out? I don't know, because they didn't tell me in this trailer or whatever, but it's called The Dark Stranger. I would assume it comes out sometime in the winter. Not exactly a Christmas movie. But, if you like this kind of stuff, I think it'd be okay. I think it'll at least be watchable. I'll put it that way. At the very least, it should be fairly watchable. And that's it for me, Tony D. Joan and I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you check us out on Bitchute and Rumble.